original gangster. This car is emotional, game over. With great power comes great responsibility. Michael Shoeblack's old car.
That guy is a magician.
Are we back? It's becoming a thing now. So, M2, N55 OG, original gangster M2 engine, in for stage 3 tuning. We did cover this a couple of vlogs ago. I said I wasn't going to introduce it because I wanted to give it to you guys raw. Intake manifold, charge pipe, intake, intercooler, downpipe, pure 750 hybrid turbocharger, Dodge stage 2 pump with a high lift kit and Nostrum stage 3 injectors. Now the fueling for this is that worthy of a forged engine, a bigger turbo, but we're trying to make it work with this. So we've strapped it down on the dyno. We're gonna get some baseline runs, see if it's all being put together right. It has some running concerns. When it was brought up, it was misfiring, it was idling funny, but I'm gonna adjust the fuel trims and adjust the injection quantity before we get going and see what it kind of does. And yeah, see if we can tune this setup today. This car is emotional.
Emotional, damn it!
I'm pulling 25% of the fuel out and it's still chucking in loads of fuel. Like a high pressure fuel pump goes sky high. It's not happy at all. There's so much work that goes into setting up a calibration for something like this. There's a lot of fuel being produced that we don't need and we're trying to bleed it off in ways that we shouldn't need to. So one of these elements does need to be taken out. I think the high lift kit is the cause of the problem. Way too much fuel pressure at idle. I mean, even at idle from factory, it's about 7.5 bar of fuel pressure to get the car started and sitting at idle. And even at that target, it's hitting way over and above what it needs to. So while I'm adjusting the injection quantity via the correction factors, it's actually still over fueling. So I've dropped it down to about 3 bar, which is the minimum working pressure of the high pressure fuel pump. So anything less than that, and it will struggle and it will choke and cause the injectors to kind of give problems. But one of these ingredients has to be taken out for us to really make some power. I mean, the main thing is getting it drivable, because this car was not in a driving state when it was dropped off. So we kind of need to hit where we think it's going to be usable and drivable, and then the customer's got to take it away, readjust the fueling side of things, and yeah, we can get it back in and hopefully get a result. There's no way you can make 750 horsepower with that turbo on this fueling setup. It's not possible. So something needs to give. And obviously octane is another one. So once you start equating for ethanol content in the car, you have to have a window of buffer, but this is like way too big. So, I mean, I'm gonna aim for about 500 brake horsepower, 700-ish Newton meters of torque, and yeah, see what we can do. It's a busy day today, so let's show you what else is going on in the workshop. Stage 2, Koopra ST ABT R. A lot of letters there, isn't it? It's like a doctor. Anyway, this car was NVM Stage 2. We tuned it, 410 brake horsepower, 600-ish Newton meters of torque, absolute beast. But the owner, Faz, if you're watching, with great power comes great responsibility. You can't have all that power and not worry about stopping. So we've addressed that today with the Tarox F2000 two-piece disc. These come with a billet aluminium hub and a steel disc with the F2000 rotor and Corsa pads front and rear. So once this is complete, we're going to take it on the road and we're going to bed the brakes in. There is a certain procedure when running brake discing pads, especially fresh ones, that we need to complete before handing over to the customer. But there is also a further bedding in procedure, which I'll talk about a bit later on. Also, we have an M140i. Obviously, come on, B58 every day. This one is in for catastrophic failure. Catastrophic failure.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Customer actually had this car tuned and built somewhere else, and he had a problem with it. He had an oil leak, he had the oil leak fixed, and then he had another problem where the oil completely exited the engine bay. And since then, he's not started it. And since then, we've dropped the oil and we can only see 200 millilitres in there. That's less than a bottle of Coke, mate. Less than a bottle of Coke worth of oil in the engine. So we're gonna strip it down. We're gonna replace a couple of the parts, seal it up, and see if we can get a crank on it. If we can't, then it's game over. If we can, happy days. So another car in today. Well, it's been in for a while because the ECU's just come back from Femto. This car was originally supposed to be a stage 1 tune, but the owner Manny has gone for the full stage 2 package with single mid pipe and exhaust system. So we're gonna get it on the dyno and tune the ECU and gearbox to suit. And the other car over there, by the way, that is the man behind the camera, the Honda Jazz. Jazz, the K20 turbo, 600 horsepower. No, it isn't. Well, you want it to be, right?
Ah, you're teasing me. Naughty, naughty.
Can't have a vlog without talking about the Silver Surfer. Sitting pretty outside in the sun, still ain't washed it since the last time you've seen it. And that problem we had with the fuel pump has come back.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
It's a gremlin that's bothering us at the moment. Sim did fix it, but there's something else causing an issue now. And I think it's down to the kill switch setup that we've got for this. Z4's back together, all interior and everything's done. It's still as dirty as it was before, so we are gonna clean it up and take it for a drive. And this little thing needs a diet, so we might be able to at some point replace this for carbon fibre, replace that front thing for carbon fibre, and also we've got to continue on that build that we spoke about last time. If you've never seen that video, I'll leave a link up there for you guys to check it out. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button because you're going to miss all of this. Now that's better. 500 brake horsepower, 650 newton meters of torque, but it's still tapping out at the top end. Still tapping out. I think it's going to be a mission abort for this, mate. Whatever I do to the fueling, no matter what I do, it just goes all over the place. So it's either an injector or high lift kit issue. So it's going to need stripping down. So unfortunately, no final result today, but 500-ish horsepower so far on 99. Decent.
Hey, stick to the code with the coach and my pros. I don't play by the rules, I just switch up the flow. Hey, chill on the weekend, give X's and no. She in love with the kid, I ain't texting the phone.
Now time for some proper M-car tuning. Let me show you how to make 200 horsepower over the stock S58.
After we fuck, she meet up with her friends. They like, what happened? You glowing and shit. Cracking the game, got the codes and the glitch.
I think I got carried away. I forgot. We've done some modifications to the exhaust, so the car's in limp mode. So we need to turn off some switches and go again. I do love an S58, over 200 brake horsepower, over 250 newton meters of torque, nice torque taper on it as well. Keep in mind the stock turbos can make over 1,000 newton meters, but the stock rods do struggle, especially low RPM, so a nice boost taper. It is an extra variant, it is in rear wheel drive dyno mode. Let's get it on the road, finish off the fine tuning, set up the launch control and the shift patterns, and yeah, sign it off. The dyno is a tool for us to tune these vehicles safely in a safe environment, but we still have to do a bit of fine tuning on the road, and that is kind of shift pattern in comfort, sport, etc., maximum RPM, and obviously bearable and valve control. The beauty of the M cars is you have valve control option in the vehicle as well, so you can put it in sport mode or sport plus mode, and then you can turn off the valves. So if you want to take it on track, you can have a bit of a quieter track session. But yeah, let's fine tune this beast. The roads are not safe when there's an NVM Stage 2 G80 on the roads. I love these cars. I think they are probably the best that money can buy right now. Crazy, isn't it? And the shifts are so crisp. I think people have forgotten how long I've been tuning an S58. Like, our Stage 2 package is unrivaled. Yes, in the world of dragsters, there's some quick cars out there, especially overseas in America. They are building some monsters, 1600 horsepower. But in the UK, the Stage 2 seems to be the go-to, like 700 brake horsepower, 900 newton meters of torque. And, you know, 0 to 60, sub 2.5s, quarter miles. You can get into the 9s with a bit of F&O, 10s, low 10s, like, it's absolutely phenomenal. I love this platform, love tuning it. And it's funny because we might have a very special G80 coming a bit later on. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button with the bell notification icon on so you don't miss a single upload from your favorite tuner. Special guest today, do you recognize it? That is the question. San Marino blue wrapped G80 M3. It looks familiar, and I can tell you just by the interior, it looks very familiar, and it's got the NVM front scoops. These are obviously 3D printed scoops, not like the latest carbon stuff that we do. But yes, it is the one and only Michael Shoeblacher's old car.
From here, we're taking it to NVM.
Ferrari, Lambo, McLaren, other M3, E63, S63, rolling up.
So, previously NVM Stage 2 car, as you probably know from Mr. Shoeblacher himself. And yeah, the car's had a change of ownership over the last couple of years. It's been changed about 5 times, I believe, and we haven't seen it since. So it's going to be interesting to see what condition it is underneath, give it a full health check, inspection, and stick it on the dyno. Hopefully it's a good one. So it's always a bit worrying when a car we've tuned, regardless of who owned the vehicle, hasn't come to us for its inspections and servicing. The last time we've seen this car was about 2.5 years ago. And it's crazy because we've got some great memories with MSB and this car, although the report shows a fair few faults. And this is usually the case when it's been through a couple of owners. I think it's been through 4 owners and it's had about 25,000 miles put on here. And we've got, you know, thermostatic faults, ignition faults, fueling faults, flap faults. There's quite a few things. So we've kind of figured out what needs doing on this car, and we're going to run it up on the dyno and get some baselines. I'm hoping it's still got our tuning on there because that tune was absolutely amazing. I'll throw some clips in of Mr. MSB racing all sorts of supercars. Mission abort. So the reason why I've aborted the mission is because things are not looking good. Major timing pull. Like, I'm comparing this log to the previous log when we tuned it, and yeah, boosters all over the place and fueling doesn't seem right, and It is on high octane fuel, it's on Shell V-Power, but it's not looking healthy, bruv. So I think we've got a few things that we need to do on this. We need to fit a proper exhaust on there. No straight through business here. 164 decibels it made, absolutely shocking. And yeah, we've got a few repairs that we need to do, and then might even tune this again. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's vlog. There was a lot of mission aborts, but there's one mission we definitely aren't aborting, and that is tuning the Silver Surfer and sending it to space.
Don't matter if you cast for the road or tracks. Mexico on the lanes, or Dunnington doing up laps. Car man, I got maps, doing up maps. Maximum power, cars get gapped. They got tuners, we got tuners, but they're tuners a load of. Man got